What's up, Go enthusiasts? We have more tsumego. We're starting a new book. We finished the old book, learned something from it, I think. Yeah. I think I got a bit sharper in my reading from that book, which is good. I mean, that's crazy to actually improve meaningfully. It's very nice. And now we have a new book. So I was looking through them on Steam last night and found this book, which I like. It's Ghost Moves. Hidden moves. So the first two problems were sick here. Just explored. And yeah, this one, you had to find T19. Sick move. And then when you fix like this, then you can just plain live. Yeah, it's excellent. And this one, yeah, you had to find also a sick move here. They throw in and you play away. Let them capture there because it's sente, and you can make the other eye down here. Yeah. It's two sick moves, ghost moves here. Ghost moves mean you can't find it. That's what it means. So we're going to try our best to find them anyway. And that's going to be tough. It's tough to, like, judge well, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn on some music here. And I'm gonna plug in my headphones. Okay. So we have black to play here. We are reducing. There is a vital point here of sorts. But there's open eye space, lots and lots of cuts. Okay. This kind of position, it's so open, it's very hard to find all the normal moves, let alone the ghost moves. Okay, first candidate moves here should be throw in Hane, attach here, maybe attach, these attaches are possible too. Maybe this Hane is possible. I mean, we don't really want to give them a lot of control of the right side, right? But okay, the most tempting of these should probably be this one. It's either this one or attach here and then this. Let's look at this one first. Most basic way. And then, if they block on top, that's a normal move. Also, they could block here. It's kind of normal too. Let's say they block on top. We could push in like this. Excuse me. We have a severe excess of strength in the bottom right with the like stone at T14, which makes me think it's definitely correct to like ignore that area, force white to play that area. This kind of amount of power means that even if they get these two moves, right? Let's say after this here, they block. They do not even have a potential eye over here. There's 0 eyes there. So if here, and they block on top, then we should be able to kill that. With diagonal here then. Yeah, that's just dead. That's just dead. And so if they play here, it's probably similar, where we can diagonal. And they are indeed just dead again. So if we play R18, they play R17, they play S18, then they can play Q18 here. And then the game gets quite complicated, doesn't it? You can like turn and press here, or just press directly. Just descend directly. What if I do this? He does that, I do that, he does that, I descend. Then if he blocks here, I can Hane, right? If they block, I play this one, and then they're dead. So here, here, here. They can't play here because it's diagonal. They can't play here because diagonal. They can't play here because descend. Unless after descend they can play S16. But after that, then I could play here first, right? And they would have to connect. And then I could play here and here. And they're just dead. So yeah, they're definitely just dead if they play any of those three. So it looks like it's probably just dead there. Yep. So that means here, this one is not possible. Maybe S18 is a better move. And then we play R17. That seems super dead. Is there a magic move? So, okay, after this one, R18, S18, we play R17, they play Q16. It's their best chance at a magic move. We descend, and they play Q19 only, right? And then we play turn, and they must block, and then we play throw in, and they must connect, and we play capture, and they play connect here, and we play some outside move, and they play throw in, we play another outside move, and they capture. It's not good. So, wait, here, 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 descend here, 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 throw in this side first, can gain an extra liberty, and then when we capture, and they, let's say they connect here, and we capture and they connect here, and then we fill a liberty and they throw in, we answer. Yeah, it's not working no matter what. Huh. So I might be messing up move orders somehow. It seems like there must be a way after R18, S18, R17, Q16 for that to work. Like maybe the critical move is just Q19 and then I'm just being a dumbass. Is it so simple? It is so simple actually. My bad, sorry. Total misreading. R18, S18, R17, yeah, Q16, you just Q19 and then it's clear. It's very easy actually. Okay. So it seems like R18 should be quite easy then. Easily working. What is the ghost move? If they play Q18, then we can still play S18, right? And if they play R17, we revert. And if they don't play R17, it should be bad in theory. But there could be a ghost move somewhere. No, if they play Q18, we should just start R17, and then we don't even need a ghost move. It's just super dead. Okay, I think this is working. They played Q17. I didn't look at it. Why didn't I look at it, guys? I did look at it, but I didn't look at it first very hard. I looked at it a lot more after R17, in which case it's much more inefficient. And this way is clearly more efficient, so... Okay, that was dumb. I should have looked at Q17 for sure. However, this probably is still the answer. I just need to find a ghost move now. So one way you could try this is S17, where if they block and we Atari, and they connect and we connect, then they eventually need to chase us, right? Here, 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 here. Connect. They chase us down. We connect outside first. They have to connect this outside. Then we play inside. So, it might be that we need to pull some nonsense. Wait. Actually, it seems like it might just not be effective enough. So maybe attach here is a better way. Obviously, if they full back like this, we can push in and throw in instead. So they need to block. And then we're very close to making something happen. When we attach and they block and we cut, they shouldn't be able to play on this side. They should have to connect. And then we can turn like this. And they can come back this way. And if we just Atari and they connect and connect, they have two outside liberties here. And we can play here first. But they have just one enough liberty, like one. So maybe there's something there. Here, 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 here. Turn here. Throw in again. And to throw in again. No, it's not really working. It feels like there's something there. Oh, maybe I need to start with this move. So here, he answers, cut across. He answers, go here. If he fills a liberty, and then we play here, and he cuts. It's just not working. We can't get in. What is the extra resource here? By not cutting, can I potentially make my shape smaller? There. And I already got that, so then I fill in the outside, they go there. It's just not working, okay. Right. I'm thinking that it might be like attached here. There. Oh, so close. Oh, it is set. It is set temporary second. Okay, it's working. So this way. Oh, they didn't do it. So I thought they were going to use the S17, but they used the S16. That does help them, doesn't it? There. Still dying. Yeah. So there. Oh, so you need to exchange that at a critical timing later. Is it possible? There. Then suddenly there. And then if they're there first, then you go there. No. It has to be done now. Oh, but you can do it now. So there. So I guess you have to throw it here, unfortunately. No, you have to do this. Oh, man. It's not right. It was a wrong first move. There was nothing here. So I thought that I would be able to get an extra liberty to be fine, but they expand themselves so effectively here. Wow. Great. Oh, not this way. This way. We can make ko, but it was this one. The power was just in Hane here. There was no shape that effective. So this one was mitigated at that one. These other ones are relatively easier to mitigate, I think. That you can just like, yeah, this kind of thing. Yeah, I read that variation in a different line. They just don't have enough space. They just are short of resources flat. If you do it like this. You can force these variations that way. And if here you just extend, that's all you needed and it's reduced. So this is the key, is that this way we force them to show us the real vital point. And they just don't have enough room left. They can't play here because of the shortage. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, I tried too hard to make it work when I knew there were other candidate moves. I could have been a lot more wide in my approach there. Hane can be so strong. Yeah, I know. Hane over that one next time. So yeah, the point of doing tsumego is always to improve, to do them better. Main problem here was I got locked in on my first kende move. After deciding it doesn't really work, I didn't come back. So I didn't come back far enough up the tree after making conclusions. Tough. Okay. Let's do another. We have black to play. Odd 1/1 point. Very odd. What's going on that top side there? It's a very strange shape where like P18 from black should be a losing exchange to give O18. But the attach across is not really strong. However, the R19 can be quite strong. Very odd. R19 is like the threat. There's like some inside use of that. And then the other space is very reducible. So it seems like in general this problem is extremely reducible. So the most common way to do this stuff is to come in with T16. That's like the obvious shape point. To reduce this shape, to leave that unapproachable. Afterwards, they can play T17. And yeah, that would be probably leading to black T15, white S18, something like that. And then when black plays R19 there, white would play R18 and black would Atari here, and white would connect the outside, and then black if that connects, would allow this, and then it's mii to that. It's like very close to being what you're supposed to do. Probably it means you should not exchange this for that, right? So T16, T17, R19 kind of move. Excuse me. So then R18 would come. You know, oh, wait. Maybe it should just be T16, T17, S18. Then if we get the solid connect here, it's easily dead. Easily. So T16, T17, S18. If we don't get the solid connect, I think it's, I mean, yeah, that would just be easily dead. If you don't get T16, T17, S18 solid connect, what are you even going to get? Like S19 there? But then just cut. They connect, you connect. They play here. It's snapback? Is that sick? Wait. T16, T17, S18, S19? And work? And then if... What? If you play R18 first, well, eventually you're going to come back. Wait, if you play R18 first and wait answers, and then you capture, and they play S17, you connect, you kill. So you play R18 there. So there, S19, R18. Wait, T18, then you would Atari on top. And then they could connect to S16, they'd have to. And then they would be letting you connect. And then they'd have to connect. You get to capture, it's clean dead. Okay, it looks like T16, T17, S18, S19, R18 kills. Unless they're gonna play something crazy. I don't see anything crazy. No, it just kills. So T16, what else can they do? They can try to mess around with like S18 first. And then if you play a T18 here, they could say like connect and then throw in, try to make it go. So T16, S18. Then you can push a T17 and play R19. And that should be dead, right? Oh no, you have to play R19 first because you don't want to short your own liberty so that you can play this one. Oh, but then they can capture. You have to play inside and play here, and they can still make the outside thing. So, okay, it's still the enemy is this S18. So you play T16, they play S18. That's the hard part. Maybe you need to play S18 first. Which allows a lot more bullshit in general, where white can play as T16 themselves and more. And it shouldn't be hard to make some kind of ko, but to actually kill should be very hard. And we should be trying to actually kill this. Yeah, somehow T16, S18 is always effective. Is there anything I can do to make that like smaller indirectly? Like sometimes you approach this kind of thing with T15 instead of T16. Would that help to reduce the potential I that they're making? Like if I play t15, and then they play at s18, and I play r19, and they play o18 or q18, and then I play t17 and they die. So they can't do that. And they play r18 and then I play p18, they play q18. They can still connect at s16 for their eye in the future. Is like s16 critical then? It's so weird to play s16 here, guys. I don't even know how to describe how weird it is. It's like super wrong to play s16. Obviously giving s17 and misplacing our stone. And then we capture, and then they play t17 there maybe, or s19 there. And then they play s19 there, and then they're clearly alive. Okay, so phew, we don't have to think about that. Oh, is there like an s19 move for ourselves? Can we have like a liberty from this 1/1 point? I'm thinking about the idea that we play s19, they play somewhere over here, and we throw in an Atari, and then we play to fix this part. Problem with that idea is that when they play s18, we need to plan. Can we just play r19 there? They play r18, we play press, they connect, and then we cut. I think it's working. Wait, is there any problem with this? No? What? It looks so good. It's just a slip. What do you mean? This is the problem with this one. I don't think it's working. Okay. What? What is the point? Why do I have to exchange that? In order to make this one better? What's going on here? If I push and they hane, what is the resulting shape? So if I get this exchange and then I play s19, they're dead. The problem is getting that far. Because here they're going to throw in, and then I have to capture. And then they can block. And then I can play here, and they're once again dead, right? Wait, it's actually complicated after this. No. I have to use this one, and then they use that again. So I have to use this one, they use that. eventually I go here, here, and here, and they go there, and then I go here. I can only make Seki. If I go here first, and they go here, and then I go here, they go here. Definitely can't kill with that. I don't know, man. I can't make any... What? 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 Why is it incorrect? S19 incorrect. Why the hell? Oh, they can throw into T18 at that time. It's not really possible then. This is a symmetrical shape here. Wait, why did... What? What is happening on this? Why didn't they throw in again? Like, if you do it this way, then now white is dead. Agreed. But why not here? Connect. You can fill a liberty on the outside and have it be very meaningful here. Wow. Okay, and also this one. I don't understand this either. But I guess the key is just that, like, now you take an outside liberty, and then it's working if you do it at this moment where you preserve the chance to expand. Wow. It's so tricky, actually. Also, I don't understand why it was, like, necessary. Oh, we can make ko for white that way, by the way. So I had thought that was going to work here, 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 here. But it was not, actually. Well, if you have this one already, I guess. So I was thinking I could dodge ko somehow. But I don't remember. So this is actually about breaking that potential shape. You could link up now and have it not be ko. That's true. Okay, it was very tricky that this shape is inert. What I wrote last night was, ghost moves come from tricks that make critical resources inert and employ non-critical resources to affect more change there. So that's what's going on here, is you'd think, like, in this moment, oh wow, it's so critical, the inside, I have to make sure to get the shape that I need. But it's a symmetrical shape, you actually can't change that much with it, but you can easily change it a lot by doing this. So it actually dies. Additionally, this move is just very hard to spot. I knew it was an eye space reduction, but I thought you can get more by using this direction of the aji. However, there's almost nothing to glean here. You can see if it goes like this, it will work, right? You can kill. So of course it will not go like that. Yeah, I think there's... excuse me, I think there's any move around here. Kind of thing. Yeah, so something like this. Some moves around here are gonna work now. We can Atari. They connect. And white's alive. And then, yeah, couple ways. Although, let me read it carefully. There. Now we have to do this, right? And then they play here, and we play here, and it dies, and they play here. We play here, and then we play there, and it dies. And if they do, yeah. Nice. Okay. This one move, very hard to understand that reduction is more important than these ones. Yeah, but it was all about that stuff. All about the fact that this 2 is so strong, so we need to stop it. stop their I-shaped strength in the top side and corner. This is very rare because normally you can't cover the 2-1s that they're going to use, so the 2-2 is not that powerful. However, when the 2-1 stuff is covered, this 2-2 is extremely powerful, so you must use it. You must rush it. Okay. I learned that technique about the 2-2 here, and then most importantly, learn the inclusivity for that one, if we want to emphasize an I shape here. Yeah, I really didn't have any way to emphasize an I shape in my own brain. But there was clearly a way to do it. What did I learn? Primary thing that I changed from that problem. I-shape emphasis can be a sentence. I-shape emphasis can be I-shape emphasis can be a sequence, not a. It can be a gote sequence, not just a gote. And then the final, like, nekare calculation was just very unfamiliar, so you had to do it yourself. Very unfamiliar nekare calculation, which came down to the shortage of liberty being important, which is common. I should be able to understand that was the use. Right, the shortage of liberty is naturally always keyed into nekare, but even two, yeah. In nekare type situations involve approaches. Nekare type approach required situation. Approach required situations are active to liberty short at 2 liberties. To liberty shorting starting from 2 liberties. 2 liberties. 1 by move, 1 by shape. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. 2 liberties is where that stuff is active. Okay, clear. Okay, then next time I will be able to read that much more directed. And then in general, I was looking at the I space reduction and realizing this is not that effective because of I shape, and then I will recognize that, okay, then I can use something for I shape, and that can be an I shape kind of solution. Okay. Okay, I think I can do that better. Sure. Alright, let's try black to play. Maybe this will be the last one. So we have an odd exchange going on over here. We have a lot of cuts. We have open I space everywhere. We have some potential I shape, but not really defined yet. It seems likely we should be playing for I space right now. There's a very annoying I space reduction vital point here from white. It's available. Okay, so it seems like the most promising candidates are to block here and to play this one. To block the 2 open I spaces. And yeah, so if you block here and they play inside here, can you possibly get enough space from the rest of it? Let's say you use this one, and they just throw in, and you block, and they can descend and throw in, right? And throw in again, and you die. So is there a way to stop that? So what if this one here, they try to exchange this and successfully get it, and then here, and then Atari, and then here, and then Atari, you'd have to answer, and then here, here, here. There's a ko that you can fight, and then locally you can use this one as your local co-threat, which means you have direct ko with one local co-threat by playing here. Assuming that white does not pull trickery against us, which would be pretty hard for white to do there. But it still may be possible. So like, what if they throw in this one first and then Atari? It only will resolve to the same thing. So that's not even progress. Okay, so we can potentially make a ko by playing block here, but let's look at this Q17. Maybe we can do better than ko. It's a very complicated move to start, so let's imagine white does S17, just reduce. Then if we save here, white must play T18, right? Pretty much has to play T18. And then we can push here, and then white's gonna answer that. And then we can Atari at T15, which if white connects will cleanly die. So white is going to Atari us back, and we can capture. And then that's a clear ko, which we have a local co-threat at R17, which then they could connect, and then we still have the clear ko. No, in that case, after the R17, we would actually not have a clear ko anymore, amusingly. It would suddenly... No, we would still have a clear ko because we have the other I asset. Okay, never mind. It's still a clear ko. With one, so one and only one local co-threat. So actually, the simplest reading is that Q17, S17 will give me the same result as S16 here, of ko with one local co-threat. So let's do some more critical reading here. Let's check out this one, and then what if they don't play at S17 first? Or what if after S17 first we do something better? Is it possible to do better than this R18? Like what if after Q17, S17, they then we play T18, and then if they fall back, we're obviously alive. So they have to play R18, and then we can push down at S16, which if they answer, we can Atari at R17 very easy. So they're not going to answer, they're going to go down again. And then we're going to Atari here. Are we? Or are we going to try to make the underneath? So one thing you can do is you can use this one. They go here, they go here, you go here, they go here. And then... and then you go here, you let them capture... Wait. You go here, you let them capture that. You use this exchange. And then you go here. And then you're alive. Because you can, if they connect, throw in. I think that's the solution. So there. So let's read out the other things to be clear. So if they play t18, we're going to play s17. Then we should be easily alive, yep. And then if they play r18, you should play t17. That's obviously alive. Here, that's alive. Okay, looks easy. So I guess we should use this first. And then we can use that. No, that's incorrect. I missed my timing. Sorry. I messed up my timing. It had to be this way. Wait! Underneath, it can still have a problem? No, it can't. Come on. It's alive. I messed up my timing when I was putting it down in my head. Actually, I knew that this way there's something working, but I had the wrong timing of my throw in here. And I also didn't realize that they were going to do something underneath here. That was like very scary, but actually it doesn't work. It's a good thing. But I guess I knew that because I know the shape that it doesn't work. But anyway, the key was to get this cut in before. Yeah, if you Atari here, it's very embarrassing when they suddenly connect. You just have to make sure you get the cut in, and then they cannot do the same thing because they haven't moved to O. So after that, then it has to go like this, and then clearly alive. And apparently this one is even better because, yeah, you're gonna make a better shape, better life. Okay. I actually solved it. For the most part. Okay, I made a very dumb error at the end, but I did understand what I was doing on this problem quite well. I think. Excuse me. I should have seen this T18 faster though. I should have looked at it first as the strongest response. I shouldn't look at the fallback and then ko. Well, I mean, it was nice to analyze exactly what kind of ko it was, but in terms of like what you should do in a real game is you should definitely look at the strong thing and check that thing which may or may not actually be ko. Like, it was very foolish of me to leave it up to chance whether I would find T18. So I should just find that more consistently. But okay, in general, I did a good job. I understood the problem and read it well. So okay, great. Yeah, since that went so well, we'll do one more and then call it quits for the day. I think I've seen this problem before, but any problem with this kind of shape is so difficult. So this is clearly going to be an under the stones thing that's happening, where we're going to be able to capture these 4 stones in many different ways, and the correct way is the way which the cut on the outside does not allow them to kill us after we capture them. So, you know, one obvious way to capture them is to just fill in the Liberty at R19 here. That's the maybe most obvious way. And then they should definitely not just like give it to us, but they'll Atari here, and then we'll Atari this way. And then they can capture, and then we can Atari this way. And then they can connect back. And then we have to capture. And they can play S19. And then when we play connect here, they have to go here, and then then we're live. Was that just the answer right away? Did I just read it? Is there any problem? I don't see a problem. I think I just read it. I mean, you definitely don't want to do this stuff where you're letting them get the cut this way, and then the throw in here. Nonsense. Does not look fun. This must be the correct way. Here? Okay, I thought this was cleaner. But I see it might not be that clean. Okay. So this way you actually still have to do a ko. That was the problem with that. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, this way I don't think it's playable to do capture first, but that doesn't actually mean it's clearly the problem. Because you can wedge, maybe? Oh, no. So this way I didn't like this variation. You get a ko. Is there no way? Wait. Do I just need to deny the... Oh my gosh. I probably do. Wait. There, 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 there. There, 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 there. There. Okay, I got impatient at the end of the session today. Sorry. Here, 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 here. So there, 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 there. Okay, so it is like that. Okay. And then you use this one. Yeah. Okay. This was tough read. Tough read. And also very tough that I missed this response. I thought there should be nothing if if I get to capture, but it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's not like they have to go back here. Yeah, my bad, my bad. So you have to press them down for this so that you get the better first line capture. Really examining your first line captures and what's going on here and being like cautious with it and thorough is yeah, I guess it's key. Okay, so right, first line just often does not achieve that much. Which is what makes it so tricky. First line often achieves less than you'd think. Achieves less than you'd think. Which makes it tricky. Which makes it tricky due to sudden changes of topic. Sudden changes of topic. And that's what happened here. So you had to key in on that and make sure to give them the first line thing, which you actually can successfully allow the change of topic for, and then here at the end, the ko that they have is 10,000 year ko is the name of the shape, is effectively close to life, black life. Nice problem. To play that, you have to read all the other ones and realize they don't work too. Okay, great problem, great problem. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tsumego session. I'll see you later.